Have you ever pondered the mystery behind how certain individuals manage to push past their boundaries and achieve demanding tasks without faltering? Perhaps you've experienced a surge of motivation to tackle a task, only to watch it dwindle away quickly, swallowed by the shadows of discouragement. Or maybe you felt a sense of helplessness when observing others around you setting remarkable goals, such as reading 75 books in a year, while you're still grappling with the opening pages of a book you picked up last month. If you found yourself nodding in agreement, then you've come to the right place to uncover some insights. According to psychologist Lisa Feldman Barrett, in her piece for the New York Times, feelings of exhaustion and discouragement are not indications of weakness but rather manifestations of the brain being tested. Reflect on the last time you grappled with a tough problem, stretching yourself beyond your physical limits. What was the sensation that followed? Challenging work often leaves us feeling drained, and we might tell ourselves, "Never again, it's too tough." Yet, it's at this very moment that we start seeking comfort, steering clear of the challenges that truly count. In today's video, we'll delve into the tenets of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has steered numerous historical figures through their trials. It's not about deceit but rather about understanding and applying principles. Through this, we can learn to confront and overcome obstacles, transforming what appears to be insurmountable challenges into solid steps on the path of personal growth. Before we embark on exploring the first principle, I encourage you to watch until the end and express your resolve through a comment. Are you ready to change by watching this video to the end and absorbing every principle? Make a pledge. I accept the challenge. And let's proceed to rule number 1. Rule number 1. Reward yourself. On the journey of discovering ourselves and the world, we inevitably encounter difficulties and challenges. Stoicism, with its profound philosophy, not only guides us to overcome these challenges but also to find meaning and joy in the process. One of the methods Stoicism suggests is self-rewarding, not as a means to indulge in fleeting pleasures but as a way to recognize and honor one's efforts and progress. Life, in this philosophy, is not about the outright denial of pleasures but about self-mastery. It's where happiness is not contingent on external conditions but on self-regulation. Self-rewarding, in this context, should not be about extravagant rewards but about reflections of genuine progress and usefulness for personal development. Wisdom in Stoicism is not merely a deep understanding of the world around you, but also using reason to make decisions that align with your values and principles. When self-rewarding, ask yourself, does this reward truly reflect the progress and understanding I've achieved? Does it reflect my efforts and contributions? In Stoicism, managing emotions is not about suppressing them but about understanding and dealing with them rationally. Self-rewarding is an opportunity for us to recognize and acknowledge the positive emotions we experience as part of the process of understanding and personal development. Instead of fixating solely on outcomes, Stoicism encourages us to value the process and personal efforts. True rewards come not just from achieving goals but from recognizing and honoring the first steps we've taken, from realizing and accepting that we've done our best. Stoicism is not about evading challenges but about facing and accepting them. Self-rewarding, in this context, is not just about acknowledging outcomes but also celebrating progress, no matter how small. On the journey of facing and overcoming difficulties, let's consider the example of an artist who has dedicated a lifetime to perfecting their drawing skills. Each painting they create is not only a piece of art but also a step in their journey of self-discovery and self-appreciation. When the artist completes a painting, they not only look at its material value but also at the creative process, the moments of perseverance, and the self-discipline to resist distractions and focus on their work. This artist may start by capturing the simple beauties of everyday life, from the intricate details of a blooming flower to the majestic landscapes of nature. However, to translate these images into vibrant and emotionally resonant works of art, they have had to invest thousands of hours refining each stroke, each movement of the golden pen on the white canvas. Each painting is not only the result of effort and perseverance but also a testament to ongoing self-discovery and relentless creativity. When they complete a piece, they do not just look at the final product on the canvas but also reflect on the process of its creation, the moments of emotional immersion as they delve into their thoughts and consciousness. They have learned to control their emotions and maximize their focus on their work, from eliminating meaningless distractions to creating a peaceful space for their souls to freely roam. This journey is not just about creating art, but also about exploring deeper into themselves and the world around them. Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This underscores that challenges are not obstacles but opportunities for us to challenge ourselves and reward ourselves. Rewarding oneself in Stoic philosophy is not just about receiving material rewards, but also about acknowledging and celebrating one's efforts and progress. It's a way to redirect the brain, not by deceiving it into seeking short-term pleasure but by guiding it towards valuing and focusing on long-term progress and development. It helps us not only face difficulties but also find meaning and happiness in the process. We're eager to hear your thoughts. When facing challenges, how do you typically reward yourself for remembering the steps you've taken? How can you use Stoic philosophy to choose rewards that reflect true personal and professional development? Please share your insights and perspectives in the comments section below the video. We often encounter tough tasks and seemingly unreachable goals, so let's learn to accept and overcome these challenges by never viewing them as too large or too distant. The secret: break them down into small steps and achieve them more easily. This is not just a strategy. It's a philosophy of life that helps us progress daily and strive towards our ultimate goals with perseverance and courage. Rule number 2: baby steps. A concept highlighted by James Clear in his renowned book, is not just a strategy but also an embodiment of this life philosophy. This brings us to the first question: how can a small step lead to a breakthrough in your life? In the process of learning a new language, applying baby steps can be an effective way to reach your goals. Imagine you aspire to become fluent in Spanish. Initially, this goal might seem daunting, considering the vocabulary, grammar, and communication skills required. However, starting by learning one word a day can be a crucial step. For example, today you might learn the word amor, which means love. Tomorrow, you continue with esperanza, which means hope. Small steps like these not only help you acquire new vocabulary daily, but also build confidence and a sense of achievement. After a few weeks of taking these baby steps, you'll start to notice that you can use the vocabulary you've learned to form simple sentences. Then, with patience and effort, you can continue to build your language skills. You'll find it simpler to write brief paragraphs or even converse more fluently in Spanish. Through this experience, you'll recognize that minor steps today can lead to significant strides in your future. The thrill of witnessing your progress and your ability to communicate with flexibility and confidence in the language you're learning will be a powerful incentive to continue your educational journey. Epictetus held the view that one should not merely articulate your philosophy but live it. This statement underscores the importance of accepting and confronting challenges not as obstacles but as platforms for personal advancement and the pursuit of greater objectives. Epictetus believed that challenges are not given to us to surrender to, but rather as opportunities to showcase and cultivate our inner strength. By implementing the 2-minute rule, we not only reduce fear but also create chances to feel progress, even in its smallest forms. It's not just about making ourselves feel better. It's about laying a solid foundation for self-reliance, patience, and ultimately, success. When we initiate with small steps, we not only conquer fear but also establish a series of successes, each step bolstering our confidence in our capabilities. This is the core of Stoic philosophy, not to evade challenges but to confront and overcome them through patience and self-discipline. Reflecting on your journey, what do you observe? Can you take pride in every minor step you've taken, acknowledging that each is part of a broader process toward growth and deeper self-awareness? This is the potency of baby steps, a robust strategy for tackling arduous tasks with minor steps. Have you ever questioned yourself? Does my behavior truly mirror who I am, or are my daily actions guiding me toward the best version of myself? These are questions that each of us must confront and seek answers to. Stoic philosophy not only instructs us on how to embrace and surmount challenges but also directs us toward living a purposeful life where every action is not merely a reflex but an expression of deeper values and essence. Let's jointly explore how to transform each decision and action into an essential component of the journey toward discovering our true selves. Rule number 3. Synchronize your identity with your actions. Harmonizing oneself with actions is a critical aspect and a pivotal factor in personal achievement and growth. This not only necessitates a shift in our self-perception and our actions but also demands that we forge and sustain a profound link between our values and objectives with our daily conduct. Frequently, we may find ourselves ensnared in a state of discord where our actions do not mirror the values and goals we aspire to. This is often exhibited through a dissonance between words and deeds, when we set ambitious goals but fail to genuinely act upon them. This can lead to feelings of self-doubt and disillusionment. However, according to the philosophy of discipline, we can deceive our minds into action by crafting and sustaining a new self that is consistent with our values and objectives. By concentrating on executing minor, consistent, and patient actions, we can develop positive habits and discern clear progress toward our goals. An effective method to align oneself with actions is to devise a specific and detailed plan to achieve our objectives. Instead of merely setting a vague and ambiguous goal, break it down into minor, specific steps, set deadlines for each step, and determine specific actions to take. This way, we can create a clear roadmap and strategy to continue advancing and achieving our goals. Consider an individual named Anna. Anna recognized that she was consuming unhealthily and was inactive, and she wished to make changes to enhance her health. Instead of just telling herself that she would start exercising and eating healthily, Anna opted to create a specific and realistic plan. First, Anna decided to set an exercise goal. She would exercise at least 3 times a week. Instead of contemplating going to the gym daily, she realized that adopting a more adaptable movement plan could fit into her hectic schedule. She decided to dedicate at least 30 minutes per workout session to physical activity, including jogging, cycling, or simply taking a walk in her local park in the evening. She needed to find activities she enjoys and that are easy to incorporate, so adhering to the plan doesn't become overwhelming. Next, Anna decided to enhance her diet. Instead of making an abrupt change, she chose to focus on incorporating vegetables and fruits into her daily diet. She set a specific goal of consuming at least 5 servings of vegetables and fruits every day. To achieve this, she decided to modify her eating habits by adding vegetables and fruits to breakfast and dinner and substituting unhealthy foods with healthier options like salads or smoothies. In this manner, Anna crafted a clear and practical roadmap to modify her eating and exercise habits. Instead of getting bogged down by attempting to make a sudden change, she established specific and realistic goals, making it easier for her to maintain and progress in a positive direction. In the process of implementing our plans, patience and consistency are paramount to sustaining motivation and continuing progress. We may encounter setbacks and challenges along the way, but what matters most is that we never relent and always remain patient with ourselves. As Albert Einstein famously noted, patience is the key to success. This is particularly relevant when pursuing significant and challenging goals, where patience and persistence can help us surmount any hurdles and achieve our objectives. Additionally, witnessing tangible progress in the execution of our plan is crucial for sustaining motivation. When we see the fruits of our labor and dedication, we feel inspired to continue pursuing our passions and commitments. This generates a positive feedback loop where progress and motivation reinforce each other, propelling us forward and enabling us to achieve even greater successes. Ultimately, to align ourselves with action, we must adopt a realistic and pragmatic approach to modifying our behaviors and thoughts. Instead of seeking miraculous solutions or attempting to change everything at once, let's concentrate on small, specific steps we can take daily to advance. Remember that every minor step we take contributes to progress and improvement, and that nothing is out of reach for those who practice patience and consistency in their daily pursuits. Thus, aligning oneself with action is not merely a process, but also a life philosophy that we can apply to our daily lives by consistently taking actions that reflect our values and goals. Feel free to share your thoughts on aligning oneself with action and the significance of patience and consistency in achieving goals. Do you have any experiences or insights on applying these principles to your daily life? Share them in the comments below so that we can learn and grow together. Rule number 4. Preparation. Before diving into rule number 4, let's consider the story of Jack, a writer who often feels apprehensive and fearful in front of the blank screen of his computer. He starts by turning on his computer, preparing a hot cup of coffee, and opening a new document. Jack doesn't pressure himself to write a perfect piece from the outset. Instead, he sets up his workspace, creates the environment, and allocates time for his mind to freely create. And in that process, gradually but surely, the words begin to flow. Even if they're not perfect initially, he has embarked on his journey. Through Jack's story, being prepared is not only a step toward achieving a goal but also a form of soul training. It's a method to confront and overcome hesitation or fear of difficult tasks. Through preparation, we ready ourselves not just materially but mentally, poised to face and achieve our set goals. As Seneca, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This quote resonates deeply with those who are striving to be prepared. It reminds us that by stepping out of our comfort zones and challenging ourselves, we not only mitigate difficulty but also expand our capabilities. Now, think about a goal you've been putting off. Are you feeling fearful or hesitant? What would happen if you started by preparing? Through preparation, we not only approach challenges more easily but also discover our inner strength. When you begin preparing for a task, you've initiated the process of conquering it. This is not only a step toward completing the task but also a step toward personal growth. So, how will you prepare for your next goal? What adjustments will you make in your preparation process to increase your chances of success? Stoic philosophy is not just a system of ideas. It's also a way of life, a method to face and conquer every challenge with patience, determination, and courage. By starting with preparation, we not only master our goals but also master ourselves, transcending limitations and expanding our potential. When we begin with preparation, we open the door to possibility, embracing every challenge with courage and perseverance. Rule number 5. Prioritize enjoyment. Joy is often not seen as the ultimate destination or supreme goal we aim for. Yet, we cannot deny that infusing joy into every step of our journey toward our goals not only makes the journey easier but also enhances resilience and excellence within us. Stoic philosophy, with its profound teachings on self-acceptance and self-control in the face of adversity, also stresses the importance of seeking and nurturing joy in every individual effort. A classic example is the journey of learning a new language. This is a daunting task for anyone, especially when confronted with initial obstacles like memorizing vocabulary, complex grammar, and various pronunciation rules. Feelings of stagnation and discouragement can quickly set in if we only see the burden without finding joy in the process. However, by creating a flexible and enjoyable learning environment, such as integrating learning through songs, watching movies in the target language, or engaging in real-life conversations with native speakers, we not only rejuvenate ourselves but also significantly enhance our language skills. Thus, the lesson is that when we know how to seek and cherish moments of joy in the learning process, no matter how formidable the challenges may be, they are no longer intimidating. Epictetus, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, once offered a powerful perspective on facing challenges. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Through this statement, he underscores the power of attitude and response to every situation in life. It teaches us that regardless of the circumstances, seeking and holding on to joy will help us overcome all difficulties more positively. Performing a challenge, whether big or small, becomes much easier if we know how to trick our brains by finding joy in every step. By doing so, we not only alleviate the feeling of pressure but also improve work efficiency, thereby achieving better results. As Alex Lowe, an inspiring mountaineer, once said, "The best climber in the world is the one who has the most fun." This reminds us that it's not necessarily the one who achieves the most success but the one who knows how to enjoy each moment, each step in the process of conquering new goals, who truly wins. Applying this principle not only in sports or studies but in every aspect of life, from work to relationships and personal development, will help us not only overcome every challenge but also find satisfaction and happiness in every journey. Life, viewed through the lens of joy and optimism, becomes more worthwhile and meaningful than ever. In our journey through challenges and adversities, we have together explored how to trick our brains to overcome obstacles, applying the philosophy of perseverance to our daily lives. But this is just the beginning of the path to self-improvement. Let's ask ourselves, how can we apply these lessons to other aspects of life? How can we transform perseverance into inner strength, helping us overcome any challenge, anytime, anywhere? Remember, every small step we take today is part of a larger journey toward inner freedom and happiness. That's why every story, every lesson you share, and every question you raise not only helps yourself but also inspires our community to grow. Ready to tackle and overcome the upcoming hurdles? Drop your insights below and let's exchange experiences and wisdom gained from the enduring spirit. Join hands as we venture into this odyssey of self-improvement and self-awareness. Thank you for listening, everyone. Please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to receive great videos every day from the Quotes of Stoic channel. Goodbye and see you again.